Okay, it's Operation Save Tesla from Permaban.
Because I got suspended from Turo, which you can learn about in this video if you haven't seen it, because I have 6 things I need to do right now. Retrieve my car from the angry guest, fix the trunk, get the car inspected, convince Turo not to cancel my upcoming trips, clean and prepare the car in case they do let me do the next trip, and deliver the car to that guest. The not so happy guest, however, is 45 minutes late, my Tesla appointment is 5 weeks out, and my next trip may be canceled any minute. Since it's been over 30 minutes, I reported the car as not returned to Turo, which automatically charged him an entire half a day worth of a rental. Okay, he dropped the car off, but he did not charge the battery. That's another $25 fee.
I'm gonna try to trigger the issue because I was gonna go to test the service. Let's see if the problem happens again. Wait, what? Wait, it's fine. It literally worked perfectly. It's completely functioning normally. And of course, the test. Autopilot is working.
But just to be safe, I'm gonna replace the part anyway, which means we gotta go to Tesla and beg for help.
It looks empty here. That's actually a good sign. So I have an appointment that's 5 weeks out.
Okay.
I was wondering if you could help me at all with a trunk cinch actuator.
And is it the Model 3 or S?
It's the S. As of today, it's okay.
Like right now, she's acting right.
Yes. If at the very least, if I can get the part, but if possible, if I thought I just ask, see if you have any earlier appointments. I rent the car out, so I'm required to fix it before I can rent it again. But I know that you're always super busy here, so. That would be great if it's possible, yeah.
On Thursday, October 9th.
That's a huge improvement, yeah. That would actually make a big difference because that would save multiple trips. It would only affect, one trip, and I think I can make that one work still. So. Okay, sounds good, yeah. Well, yeah, I really appreciate it. It'll make a huge difference.
Do you want to get here around 7:45?
Yeah, I can get here anytime. I could get here like super early and just leave for the whole day. Yeah. Okay, well, perfect. I really appreciate it. We are back home. I begged. She was actually very nice. I didn't have to beg that much. She let me keep my dignity and moved my appointment up by 4 weeks, which is actually insane. I've been able to get sooner appointments before, but a 4-week movement. Okay, so my appointment is the day this car gets back from its next trip, if it can even go on that trip. I don't know if Turo's gonna let me do it. Ideally, I can convince Turo to let me do this trip. The trunk is working, and then I will go straight from the airport, picking up from them, and drop it off at Tesla, and they'll get it replaced. They said they'll do a full diagnosis of everything on the trunk to make sure I diagnosed it properly, which means I somehow need to get this car back on Turo immediately so I can go do this other trip. I guess I could take it to a mechanic right now because it would pass right now. The trunk is working. Ideally, we can get that sent like right now. I can then get it ready for the next trip. We do the trip, we pray the trunk works for this whole trip, and then we get it replaced. All our future trips are good. So that's the plan. My printer's out of paper and ink, so I gotta go get that checklist printed at a store because I don't want to buy more ink or paper. Okay, I got 2 just in case, because I don't know. In case one gets screwed up, or what if it actually fails something and then I gotta actually like put some blinker fluid in or whatever. Next up, I'm just gonna drive to a mechanic that I've used before. I was wondering if this is a checklist that you'd be able to do for me. It's like an inspection, but it's for a car rental.
Do it, but I gotta get it today.
Okay.
I don't have time to wait for tomorrow. So on to the next shop, which is located under Morgan & Morgan, America's biggest injury law firm. Your injuries could potentially be worth millions without the time-consuming appointments, paperwork, upfront costs, and reliving the traumatic event over and over. Insurance companies often lowball clients' claims, but if you become Morgan & Morgan's client, they will fight to get you the money you deserve. They've achieved significant verdicts in the past couple months for victims involved in a huge plethora of injuries, including life-altering car crashes. Like $12 million in Florida, 34 times the highest insurance offer, $26 million in Philadelphia, 40 times the highest insurance offer. One client was hit by an uninsured motorist and sued his own insurance after they offered him just $50,000, which didn't even cover his medical expenses. So Morgan & Morgan secured him over $5 million. Morgan & Morgan's fee is absolutely free unless you win your case. So if you've been seriously injured, your case could potentially be worth millions. You're just a few clicks away from potentially changing your life. You can start your claim now with Morgan & Morgan at forthepeople.com/goherping, linked in the description, or by using your phone to scan the QR code on screen. Thank you to Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring. Back to the video.
Okay, regular car inspection places don't want to do the form. They said there's too much stuff. I didn't have time to turn the recorder on because they walked up quickly, but she said there's too much stuff on this list, and they're not gonna check if the battery is more than 5 years old and if the voltage is greater than 12.1 volts using a multimeter. So I was willing to pay, and also there was nobody there. It's not like they had a busy day. They could have made a little extra money, but she said no, and that I should find a mechanic. I mean, actually, I'm at a... Is this a mechanic? I just pulled over so I could record this. Is that a mechanic? I think it is. Let's see if they'll do it, I guess, since we're here. Since we're here under the Morgan & Morgan sign. I was curious. I'm just trying to find a mechanic that could do this. Okay, they didn't speak English.
So I went to the mechanic next to that one. I didn't even have to drive over. I was just walking up and down the street.
Here's another person. It's...
Inspection?
Yeah, but
We
it's...
don't do that here.
Okay.
We do that over there.
They said they don't do like non-government inspections, so I'm just driving up and down seeing if they know what to do it. Okay. Who the fuck does this for? I'm just walking up and down the road, like asking random people if they can do this paper. I'm just gonna type in mechanic. Okay, it's only 9 minutes away. Going to another one. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, that's right.
I was wondering if there's any chance you could do this Turo inspection for me?
The inspection Turo.
Yeah, it's a car rental that I have,
Okay.
and they just sent it to me to get it submitted.
Alright. To do recon, it'll cost about $128.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that like a pretty standard price, do you think? I've gone to like
Well,
5
it's
places.
just like a pre-purchase inspection.
Okay,
Yeah,
I see.
it's almost the same thing. Just
Okay.
check the car, you know,
Yeah.
make sure everything's good.
What if he failed me? That'd be so sad. I'm scared he didn't know how to use the buttons on the steering wheel. Because my phone connected to Bluetooth, and he got messing with my Bluetooth instead of turning on the turn signals and the horn. I didn't hear the horn.
Alright, I'm ready for you, bud. It is a failure, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, your rear tires are past the cutoff.
Okay.
Your fronts in the middle are past the cutoff.
Okay.
But the edges are like 6/30 seconds. So I didn't fail the fronts.
If I were to come back.
You just come back with a new form and we'll just see new tires on it.
Okay.
Send you on your way.
Okay, sounds good. I appreciate it. Fuck. I just paid $130 for a failed. God damn it. Okay, it failed inspection. What the fuck? The trunk is fine and it failed inspection. Because people have torn up my tires so bad. The rear are 332, the front are 432. It would have passed if they were all 432. And I have to get them replaced. It's already late in the day because I spent the whole day trying to find someone to do this.
I checked the tread maybe 4 trips ago, and they were at 632, but they've since dropped to just barely under 432 on the rear tires, which, while above the legal limit, meaning it would pass a regular inspection, Turo's custom inspection they request needs twice the amount of tread as the law does. I kept telling myself, like while I was sitting in that mechanic, I was like, what if this fails inspection? But I was like, no, there's no way. The trunk is working. Even if it beeped a little bit, it's like this is like it would probably still pass. There's no way this is gonna fail this inspection. But it was my tires. Oh, the tires were so close to passing that I'm pretty sure if I had gotten this inspection before this trip, the tires would have passed. But this last guy chewed off just enough rubber, just a little tiny bit, that I was able to get hit with a big fat $140 fail. Okay, tire shops are officially closing for the day. So cheapest tire setup I can find after installation and tax, $1,700, but that's on Monday. But apparently if I take more than a week, my bookings are gonna be canceled. I just paid $140 for the failed inspection. That would be $18.40 after the new tires, because I have to go get the tires installed and then I have to go back to the inspection place. But even then, it still looks like I might lose $1,100 in trips, and that's a lot of cancellations on my account. That's 4 cancellations. All of the trips I have booked don't even cover these tires that I'm about to have to buy. I've got nothing else done today because I went to 5 places. I liked the place. They were actually super nice there. I was listening in, and they were passing people with illegal things for a government inspection, but they didn't pass me. I'm so confused what to do. This is so weird. The trunk is, by the way, completely fine now. No issues with the trunk, no issues with autopilot. Everything's good. He had issues for the first day of his trip, and after that, car's totally back to normal. It's just working again. No problems whatsoever. It looks like no matter what, we're gonna have a cancellation on my account and I'm gonna lose money. I don't know what to do. Good morning. It's the next day and the countdown to my next trip begins even though my car is still banned. So I emailed Turo again. I explained the trunk is fixed, but that I'll go replace it anyway. The one problem is I can't do it until the end of my next trip. And they said, that's fine, just email us and we'll work on it. They didn't acknowledge if I can do my next trip. So it's still on my calendar. It doesn't let me check in yet, but once that period starts, I'm just gonna see if it lets me check in, and if it does, then I guess we do the trip anyway. I don't know. I'm really confused. Look, it's still on my schedule. I can check in 6 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and take pictures of the car. I don't understand Turo at all. Let's do a quick trunk check. It closed. Okay, it's now 2:02. I took the pictures. Let's refresh. Oh my God, start check-in. What? I am so confused. Add photos. What? Why are they acting like nothing ever happened? Also, now's a good time to mention, I think they undid the other guy's refund. I got paid out the full amount of the trip, but I just got a deposit for over $200 because I sent him some additional bills. So he ended up paying, apparently, the full price of his trip plus a half day because he returned the car an hour late, and he didn't charge the car, so he got like a $25 fine for not charging it. I don't know if that's because I contacted them and was like, hey, I want to undo the refund, because even though on the phone they said they can't undo the refund, Turo says a lot of things and then they don't do them, so I don't know what's going on, but like basically everything that's happened so far has been absolutely meaningless. It's had no effect on the rentals, no effect on what I've been paid. It's like it was just a big inconvenience, and I don't know what's going on. We're currently checking in for a trip that I'm currently suspended from this platform, and I'm checking in my next guest. And I'm not gonna not check him in. Like, what am I gonna do? Hey Turo, didn't you mean to cancel this? No, I'm not gonna tell them. This is so weird. All right, we're just waiting on the guest driver's license for tomorrow. All right, I gotta clean the car, which will be easy. Oh, I'm naked right now. All right, he sent his driver's license. I obviously can't show this. Let's make sure it's valid. Boom. He's aged a lot since he took his driver's license picture, but that is him in the picture, I think. All right, it's... Okay, works for me, I guess. Little does he know that, like, he's just been like, oh, I can't wait for our trip to North Carolina. The whole time it's like everyone's battling in the background, seeing whether his trip even happens or not. It's time. Almost every day that I get to do something with this car, I kind of like ground myself and I'm like, I'm in a Model S Plaid. How crazy is that? Like, I've watched all the Tesla events since, like, live since 2016, maybe 2015. So like when the Model 3 was unveiled, I was like, oh my God, this car was designed for me. I need to get one. But when the Plaid was unveiled, I vividly remember watching it with my friend, and I knew I was never gonna get one, but I joked and I was like, should I put a deposit on a Plaid? I didn't, because obviously there would be no point. I would never actually fulfill the order. But what do you know? I'm actually inside one. Because people always say, oh, you acclimate to the nice things you get. Like, you shouldn't spend money on whatever, because it'll just become your new normal. But personally, I don't have that experience. It just I never get used to it. Even when I still get in my Model 3, I'm like, this is crazy. I have a Model, I actually got this car that I was after for years. Like, I remember seeing my first Plaid in public. It was like at the grocery store parking lot, and I was like, oh my God, there it is. And I peek inside this guy's window while he's not in the car, and I'm like, oh, look at the dash. Like, just getting a glimpse of it was so crazy, but now the dash is right here.
Well, we're done. We did it. Yeah. The next trip is officially on. Now let's hope the trunk doesn't stop working again.
And I mean, this kind of all works out perfectly. While yes, it failed inspection due to the tires, they are safe and legal, so they'll survive this quick 3-day trip. And my Tesla appointment, thanks to the very nice Tesla employee, has been moved up by a month, which is scheduled literally 30 minutes after this current guest drops off the car. So once he's done with it, I'll go pick it up. I'll drop it off straight at Tesla, then I can submit that invoice to Turo to lift my suspension. But what about the failed inspection? Well, I was only going to do the inspection as a way to get the car up before the trip is currently on. My car failing the inspection isn't actually a problem because I can just not submit this and instead submit the invoice, which is kind of hilarious. So as things stand now, the last guy's trip went totally smooth after the first day. He got hit with $60 in fines and did not get a refund at all. That's so funny. And all my trips will be fulfilled. And if things go to plan, the Tesla will be unsuspended within just a few days. Oh my god, this was overly complicated. All over a sensor that malfunctioned for 24 hours, but onwards we go. So that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching.